Ever lost an hour in n8n because you forgot to save or accidentally pushed broken logic live? Well, n8n has finally fixed this with the brand new feature, autosave and versioned publishing. So let's see how this looks. Okay, so for the autosave feature, what I'm going to do here is this is just a sword to UGC video creator. So once I do this, look at the top up here, you can see this little spinning wheel. Okay, so every 2 seconds, every time I make or do some sort of edit on this workflow, watch it again, it's going to go ahead and auto update. It pulls every 2 seconds and then just does the update and saves for me. Now, what the nice thing is, that doesn't mean it publishes to the production live, it just saves it locally onto this workspace. And I know that this is not published because I don't have an indicator. So let's go ahead and publish this. So if I go ahead and choose publish, I can go ahead and give this a version name, and then I say initial, if I can spell, initial publication, and then publish. And then what this is going to do, there's going to be a green indicator up here. Okay, so now this is a green indicator. What I want to do is maybe move it back to the way it was, right? I just want to basically adjust all of this workflow. So what's going to do is you can still see at the top, there it is, it's still auto saving. And now it's yellow, meaning that I have pending changes that I could push live, but they aren't live yet. Now at the top here in that little watch symbol icon, if I click this, I can view what I've done here in a second after it loads. So I can see here version there. I have some previous versions before this that every time I moved, it just went ahead and saved it. But you can see here, this is where I published it live. So every version after that, anything I've done, edited, is not live, but it is saved to the workflow so that I can publish it when I need to. Or I can just directly click on one of the versions or one of the autosaves and just go ahead and restore this version. Okay, and so whenever I do that, it's going to go ahead and just save it to that version. Now, there are some more things that came out that I'm going to explain because there are some nuances and some updates that we need to talk about so I can show you so that you understand all of these amazing updates. So first off, this version is n8n 2.4. This is considered right now tagged with a pre-release. So this was just 4 days ago, about January 12th. So with this, as you can see, there are a lot of bug fixes. This isn't a major version release, but this is maybe bigger than normal. But with these features, okay, there's a lot going on here. Obviously, the autosave workflows is the one that everybody should be really excited for. But there's also some things whenever you're sharing workflows that I'm going to go over as well. Now, with this autosave feature, you might be wondering, oh, why didn't they just come out with this a long time ago, right? And even though it may seem like, oh, they just brought out autosave, that's kind of engineering that isn't as simple. So they started back in 2.0, that just recently also came out the end of last year. They came out with the publishing feature, so you no longer have the active symbol anymore. You now can just basically publish. And so when you publish, that is now live. Okay, so they had to start with that and then perform some more engineering work on the framework. And then now we are able to pull and we can now autosave everything that we edit on our canvas. Okay, so first off, how do we make the update? Well, if you're on n8n Cloud, you can choose your n8n version, right? So it's at least 2.40. When I tested this, it was 2.43. That was the latest beta, but now they have 2.4.4. So it's not stable, right? So go ahead, don't update this if you think you have workflows that could potentially break. I'm not saying that this is a breaking change like it was from 1.x to 2.x, but just let you know that they don't have a stable version yet, so just be careful of that. But this is how you would do it. You save this, and then the autosave feature will be available for you. Or if you're running a Docker Compose and you want to use their image, then you just need to make sure that this image version is at least 2.4.0. So now let's talk about if concurrent people are trying to work on the same workflow, because now that there's autosave, what if two people are working on the same workflow and it's auto-saving for both every couple seconds, right? Everybody's working. Is it going to update on both at the same time? Is there going to be conflicts? Well, yes. So what they've done is, let's say I'm working on this. I created another trial account so we can see this, and then that trial account I invited to help me edit this workflow. So let's say that on the other account, right, I don't want to any longer. I don't want to upload a file, so I'm going to delete this. So here it's going to autosave. Like you see, it's autosave now in this local version. It's not there, but if I go back to the other version, what do you see here? It says the other me is currently editing, so I can't move, I can't right click, I can't add another, I can't add another node, anything, right? But I mean, I can go into the nodes, but I can't click on these either. Like I can't do anything. So what they've done is after a short period of time, if the other person isn't working, see, then it goes away. I stopped working for, I don't know what, maybe 30 seconds, and now it's gone, and then I can continue. But they kind of freeze the editor for anybody else, and only the person that's editing can actually do something. Now let's say I actually have a second tab that is the same workflow. It's the same exact workflow. I've been working a lot, and I accidentally opened up the same one again in the future from earlier today, and I want to start editing it. Okay, so now I want to open up, maybe I want to use a different model here. I don't even care. I don't, just Codex Mini latest. Let's just say I want to change to that. Well, if I happen to go back to the older tab right here, it says the workflow was changed by someone else. Someone else saved this workflow while you were editing it. You can view their version in a new tab, or I can overwrite their changes with mine. Okay, so this is basically a warning letting you know, which is nice for me because this can happen sometimes, especially when doing a lot of research. I could tend to have the same one opened. It just happens, and this is nice to see here because some similar things have happened before. So if I open up this version in a new tab, right? So now if I click on this, it's saying I have the Codex Mini latest. I'm like, oh, you know what? I just made that change. Yeah, I'm good with this one, and I'm just gonna cancel this one, and maybe I can just exit that because I don't need to save that one. And this one has the change that I want, or I could actually exit this one too and just use this. All right. So, but anyways, this is a nice, in my opinion, a nice quality of life improvement. Just kind of let you know, like, hey, you already had this tab, you already had this open, and you're overwriting your right. And now, what is coming soon? Okay. So, as I've already mentioned, the autosave beta is in version 2.4.0. Okay, this is something that we have talked about, right? But they also want to bring in custom version names, so you'll be able to assign to name to any version without publishing it. Okay, so this is if you want to mark your progress, right, without actually having like a specific state. Okay, well, this is kind of similar if you were to make like Git commits, or you had different branches, especially in like a production environment, right, before it actually goes out there, and you have different testing environments, and you want to have different branches named, or they could be, it could just be based on different things, right? But this is kind of, we can create version names without actually making them live, because maybe you don't need them live just yet. They're going to have visual history improvements, so the version history panel to make it even easier to distinguish at a glance which versions have been published versus those that haven't. So along with being able to have version names, I mean, it does make sense that you need to know which ones haven't been, it would be nice just a visual indicator to know which ones haven't been published yet. And you gain the ability to rename past versions to keep your history organized. That I'm not so worried about because, I mean, unless you're really nitpicky, then about the version naming, you made some mistakes, but generally that's okay. But you are able to do that as well very soon. Okay, so I want to know what your thoughts on the autosave feature. I mean, just think about, have you played video games? I can't think off the top of my head where you had to manually save before and if you didn't and you accidentally turned it off, well, you just lost all that progress. But autosaving in video games, just imagine if that wasn't there. Now, when you start using this with autosave, you're never going to be able to go back to using it without autosave. Join my school community down in the description below for free to create your first automation and then show you content automations, UGC automations, and how to build self-hosting with the VPS, and also a full masterclass on n8n. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch right now.